Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you're so motivated to do so. This is Wonders of a Black Woman. Now, the jury is deliberating and they will resume on Monday in the Jonathan Majors domestic violence trial. And a lot of us on the net have seen videos of Jabari chasing him through the streets, the struggle between the two of them. She's hitting him, he's hitting her, and different things like that. And we've heard those recorded calls where he's calling for her to act in his life more of the role of a Coretta Scott King or a Michelle Obama. And he talks about how he is this person that has such a great purpose and mission, and he needs someone by his side, which sounds all good in and of itself. But I think it was quite clear he was not with someone who was going to bring out the best in him, and he certainly didn't bring out the best in her.
Jonathan Majors trial. There's stunning text and images being made public. This as closing arguments are set to begin. New York's Tracy Strand's outside the courthouse in Lower Manhattan. But Tracy, this video, it really gives you a sense of what was happening there during this time.
Several videos and audio recordings that have been now made public by the judge presiding over this case. Jonathan Majors is facing up to a year behind bars if convicted. But one of the pieces of evidence we heard was a 911 call made by the actor in regards to his ex-girlfriend, whom he found unconscious.
What happened exactly? Do you know?
No, I don't know. But she's unconscious.
Okay.
She's naked from the bottom down. She has a sweatshirt on. She's my ex-partner. We broke up. I came back. She sent me text messages insinuating this much.
Now, that was part of a nearly 5-minute phone call made by Majors after returning to his Chelsea penthouse following an alleged fight with his ex-girlfriend in March. Now, the Hollywood star is facing charges including assault and aggravated harassment in connection with the alleged altercation between him and Grace Jabbari. Jabbari claims Majors caused injuries that were shown in photos in court following a night out in March. She says she took the actor's phone from his hands after noticing a flirtatious text message from another woman. She then claims that Jonathan Majors twisted her arm and that she suffered a blow against her head. Now, other evidence that was made public has included text messages between the two in which Majors appears to be admitting to the attack and urging Jabbari not to report it. Majors' lawyer, however, claims his former girlfriend was the one who was the aggressor in all of this and submitted a video of her at a nightclub following this alleged assault. Now, the prosecution rested its case yesterday, and Jonathan Majors did not testify on his own behalf. We have seen the Creed 3 star in court just about every day during these proceedings, and again, closing arguments are expected today. We're live in Lower Manhattan. Tracy Strahan, Today in New York.
Well, as we know, the case has rested and they are deliberating. As I said, a verdict should be expected Monday. It shouldn't go longer than that. I mean, it's a cut and dry case. Here's a little glimpse into what some of the toxicity between the two of them.
It's a bizarre rant as actor Jonathan Majors berates his ex-girlfriend Grace Jabbari. Majors is upset that she'd gone out partying.
Do you really know, baby? Do you really?
Yes.
Then how dare you come home drunk and disturb the peace of our house when we have a plan?
He then tells Jabbari that she needs to emulate two iconic women.
Coretta Scott King. You know who that is? That's Martin Luther King's wife. Michelle Obama. Barack Obama's wife.
I know, I'm not, I shouldn't have gone out. I'm sorry.
The ex-girlfriend secretly recorded the argument in 2022.
I'm a great man. A great man. I am doing great things, not just for me, but for my culture and for the world. That is actually the position I'm in.
The defense rested its case without calling Jonathan Majors to the stand, but the actor was seen wiping away tears as his attorney made closing arguments to the jury in which she accused the ex-girlfriend of telling little white lies and also big lies. Anything to say about the video evidence, Jonathan? As the jury deliberates, they will consider this jaw-dropping surveillance tape where it appears Jabari is pursuing Majors after a physical back and forth in the SUV over a text he received from another woman named Cleopatra. And then the big moment where Majors is accused of pushing her back into the SUV. The next day is when Jabari is found on the floor of the walk-in closet. Majors called cops when he couldn't get inside.
I banged on the door. I've been at the apartment for about 40 minutes now. I couldn't get in. I finally went downstairs and asked the doorman to help us. They let me in via the handyman.
In the aftermath, cops are seen talking to Majors. They look around the apartment, from the bedroom with the unmade bed to the sprawling living room area. Majors is seen on the phone. Then Jabari surfaces dressed in a sweatshirt and jeans. She leaves the apartment and is seen making calls on the elevator.
My travel blah, all that said, right? And I'm not saying I'm a great man. A great man.
Here's the problem. Despite what the jury finds him guilty or not guilty, it's going to be challenging for him to continue to work in Hollywood after this. The problem that I have with men like Jonathan is it's okay to think that you are this gift to the world, God's gift to the world. You have some special mission in life and blah, blah, blah. But the problem is, you have to choose your mates a little better than that. Like, she was not no Coretta Scott King or Michelle Obama. And I'm not just saying that because she's white. I mean, it is what it is. She's white. But the problem that I have with men like him is you think that you can yell, scream, browbeat, and physically mold the woman you pick to fit into something, into a role. So he has it in his mind that he's this icon in the making, this future type of icon like a Martin Luther King or Barack Obama. And he picked this woman, Jabari, and he think he's going to mold her into a Coretta Scott King or a Michelle Obama. And it's quite clear that she is not that. She's not that. She's never going to be that. She was never going to be that in their relationship. I don't think she's going to be that in any relationship. Okay, the woman obviously has emotional issues that she's dealing with. It was a toxic relationship. If he really were a Martin Luther King or Barack Obama, he would have gotten rid of her a long time ago, and he would not be on trial today. Stop. Her father was the one that was supposed to raise her. He's not her father. So the time to try to mold a grown woman into the person you want her to be, that was supposed to have been done when she was a child, being raised and raised up to be a young lady. I mean, that's just as simple as that. Men, stop trying to think that you can yell, scream, punish, beat these women into submission, into what you want them to be. Either they are or they aren't. That's just as simple as that. Because if you lose your temper, if you put your hands on her, if she gets hysterical and puts her hands on you and you fight back and this and that, you're the one whose ass is going to go to jail. That's just as simple as that. It's just as simple as that. As far as ladies like Jabari is concerned, you know that you're dealing with a bunch of emotional baggage and issues. It's not really healthy for you to be in a relationship. Maybe she's looking for a daddy. Maybe she has unresolved daddy issues, where she thinks that some strong, egotistical man is going to play that daddy role that maybe she didn't have fulfilled when she was younger. But it doesn't work that way because you're not a child. And for women looking for daddies and all of that, and you're a full grown woman, girl, give it a rest. Okay? You're a grown woman. Daddy time is over. Whatever you didn't get in your childhood, you didn't get. You're not going to find that in your man. Your man does not play the role of daddy. I don't care what kind of sex talk or sweet talk y'all want to daddy and all of this other stuff in the bedroom. The bottom line is your man's not your daddy. He's not supposed to be chastising you. He's not supposed to be molding you. He's not supposed to be shaping you and raising you. Either you complement each other and you can grow together, or you are going to destroy each other. And that's the problem when people like these two get together. They know that they're not a match and they keep trying to make it work. Then it spills over into things like this or worse. This is just what happened to this couple. There are plenty of cases where things are worse. When he was ripping and running through the streets trying to get away from her, and she was ripping and running through the streets chasing after him, one of them could have got hit by a car. And for what? For what? Pursuing a bad relationship. Pursuing a bad, toxic relationship. So at the end of the day, only thing I have to say about this case is it's going to be what it's going to be. No matter whether he's found guilty or not, his career is over. He could try to redeem himself later on, maybe. I mean, I'm not God. I can't say for sure. I can only give my speculation and opinion. That's what this whole video is. It's just my speculation and opinions. But when people show you who they are, believe them. Stop trying to think that you can trim them here and add on to there and this and that and so forth and so on, because the bottom line is, even if you partner up with someone, they're only going to bring out what's already there. So those people who are in good relationships, who've managed to grow with each other in positive ways, that was already in you. That was already in you. It's sort of like a plant or a tree or a flower. In the right environment with the right soil and weather, it can blossom and it can grow the way it's supposed to. But planted in the wrong environment, it's going to wither, because that's what's in it. That's what's in you, to wither when you're in the wrong environment. And so this is what happened with Jonathan. He withered because he was in the wrong environment. That's what happened to Grace. She withered because she was in the wrong environment. Choose the right environment to plant yourself, and make sure that when people show you who they are, believe them, accept it, move on. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you're so motivated to do so. This is Wonders of a Black Woman. Peace.